challenge is the actual rooftop. And if you were to fall off this rooftop, you have like a 99% chance of dying. So I have to get back to set and I have to keep shooting Lifeline. So I have to leave this project in the hands of Jake and Ren. They had 10 days to get this done. They have a day of prep, 2 days of shooting, 2 days of editing, and then 1 week to do all the sound, music, color grading, visual effects. Basically, they have to get it done in a very short amount of time. So it's really up to Jake and Ren to work together. Ren has all the visual stuff figured out. He knows how he's going to do all the effects, whereas Jake's not really an effect guy, but he can run a shoot really well. The main thing is, this is the first time Audible is sponsoring a video on the Corridor channel. And Audible is pretty good at letting people do their own creative ideas as opposed to having to make the whole thing an advertisement. So we really like working with them and we really want to keep working with them. So hopefully Jake and Ren do a good job on this.
Top floor.
Alright. Oh, hey, come on. We're trying to get this insert shot figured out. There's some scenes that take place on a rooftop in this show. Here we are on the rooftop where we're going to be shooting. So here we are. The challenge is the actual rooftop, but we need scenes where the actors are sitting on the edge of the roof. Actually, we have scenes where actors are standing on the roof. We have scenes where actors fall off the edge of the roof. And so we can enter like VFX Magic Land, which costs way too much money, or just enter stunt wire Magic Land, which is really time consuming. So I gotta think of a solution. All right.
In real space, there's obviously nothing there. I'm literally just walking to a wall, but cinematically, it's like I'm investigating.
You find a good spot to tag, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna tag here. He goes to look for another place.
Especially for focusing on just the wall, we can literally just put up a light, put up a camera next to the light, and put the people in front of the light, but the people are just off frame from the camera, so we're literally just looking at their shadow. So like this should be 100% camera.
Okay, so we should test some different lights, test some different distances.
Brett's backpack yanks from his back. That's just practical string tied to the back, tied to the bag. The demon pulls him. Again, try it practically. We'll know in a little bit.
Literally just have to roto it out, cut it out. I'm sure we'll have enough light just to...
I think I got it figured out. So we built this. We actually replicated these walls on this platform and raised it all up.
Oh, I see.
So that we could go up there and film people on the ledge with the cityscape behind them. And it looks like they're on the edge of the roof, but they're actually not. So it's actually a relatively elegant and simple solution that gets us from filming on the real ledge to filming on the fake ledge. Here, come here, it looks realistic. Sitting on the edge of the roof.
Careful, Nico, that's like 12 stories. Nico, you wanna look at this?
Oh, duty calls.
Or on the motor itself. It's like...
It's tricky, because we're on the fake roof. But we can't show the fact there's another roof beyond this roof.
You guys, let's roll camera, please.
Great! Nice work, it's a cut! So we have a certain amount of time every day for these scenes. And the time, each setup takes about half an hour. It's a puzzle of taking all this dialogue and breaking it down so that you cover each character in their faces. If you have 2 cameras for each, you're basically looking at one angle establishing the space. You can't really get close-ups when you're doing a wide because you'll be able to get the microphone in the shot. But then we do the close-ups. That gives us 2 setups, but we need to stylize it a little bit so that the show is interesting to watch. We're trying to set up both cameras here, a dolly shot and then this shot, but probably gonna see this camera from the dolly, but thankfully we have enough time to do one and then the other. We have time to do one and then the other.
Good, I got water.
We'll see what happens. And then our third setup will have something like a dolly with a moving camera or something else that Adrian comes up with.
Just something that I come up with.
Yeah, the show is looking awesome. Where's Sam today?
Oh, Sam's in New York filming with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah, he has to be there for 3 days waiting for a 20-minute window to film with The Rock. But would you wait 3 days to hang out with The Rock for 20 minutes?
So this light is going to be our prop light. It will also, work. It's a light, but we're not going to depend on this for the actual shadows that we do this video with. Instead, we're actually using a more advanced piece of technology known as LED lighting, thanks to Aputure.
We're gonna be shooting this all on sticks, which means like tripods and jibs and dollies.
I don't really know what to expect.
All right, so let's go through the blocking really quick. Come in, look around the grandeur of this old warehouse. One of the demons grabs you by the back. They physically grab you though. They grab your shadow, and that affects you. So that causes you to get back. And this is your death position. Is you're like this, and the demon, and then Ren comes in right after that, and he finds your bag on the ground.
There's like this lightness here. That's from the light reflecting off of our reflective ground. up and kind of making the shadow a little bit less opaque. And so with the duvetine there, that's absorbing the reflected light so that we get a nice harsh shadow.
What's up, guys? This is Sydney Park here.
What's up?
She's playing Nora on Lifeline. I want to just ask you a couple questions. I'm actually kind of curious. You're on Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
So how does the set of Walking Dead compare to this set?
Okay, well, first of all, instead of Walking Dead, we are in Georgia, in the woods. There are no sound stages. We're working with the heat, we're working with humidity. It's a really big crew, obviously, because it's a huge production, and when it's dark, no games are played. It's just as fun and friendly as it is here. Everybody, it's so close-knit and we work very closely together, and that's what I've loved about both sets. Definitely been so much fun working on this set, and you and Sam set a really great tone.
Oh.
Yeah. They're gonna be directing Marvel soon, watch this.
Have you met Stephen Ogg on the set of Walking Dead by chance?
I have. I heard that you guys have worked with him. He's amazing. I have a really funny story about him, actually. He was running to get some shrimp pad thai for me and my mom. So I'm like, great, that's so cool. I'm gonna come downstairs with cash and give him the whole shit, right? And I just met him maybe 15 minutes before. He turns around all sweaty. It was bright face and this big wide smile. He's like, hi, I'm Steven. I was like, yes, you are. Hi, Steven, nice to meet you. Comes to the hotel, he's back with the food, and Sherry, the Teamster, was driving us. Wait, finish this damn story. It's so good.
All right, that was good. This time when you push the bottle, lean on the ledge and watch it fall all the way down to the imaginary street. Great. Everything, the beats are all good. I'm just gonna check out some body language to show that resolution. The two things that come to mind is, the term setting your jaw.
Yeah.
So you try that where it's or, the sigh works.
I wish I had a beard to work with.
Yeah.
Damn. It makes it so much more dramatic.
Keeps my chin warm.
Right.
Your name is Golzar, and your mission is to eat souls. That's your one mission in life, okay?
Yeah, I'm a ghoul.
What's your name?
Golzar.
What's your mission?
Eat souls.
What's your name?
Golzar.
What's your mission?
Eat souls.
You're ready, man. You're ready.
2, 1, action.
We're gonna work with Brett's butt for a little bit by taking gaff tape, attaching it to a piece of cardboard, sticking that cardboard right on his cheeks, so that when I pull him across the floor, his 200 pounds doesn't affect me as much. It's easier. See, look, it's gone. Oh, there it is again. Oh, it's gone.
It's gonna be so much rotoscoping, but it's so good.
Wait, so here, finish your story real quick.
Okay, so Stephen Ogg almost took my shrimp pad thai, and I'm standing there, and he's like, here you go. And he's he opens it, and he's looking at it, he's like, oh, damn, that looks good. And he's giving me the look, I'm like, what are you about to do right now, brother? What are you about to do? And he was reluctantly gave it to me, so that's my Stephen Ogg story. I didn't get to work with him yet. He almost took my food, and he was so sweet and generous. He bought it for me, and it was really sweet. I was like, let me give you cash. He was like, no, take it. And Sherry, the driver, she's like, he's trying to be nice, sweetheart. I was like, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We shall finish filming. The magic will commence.
Magic will commence.
Since this concept is based around kind of like a monster demon, we want to give them claws. So I'm going to show you a cheap, convenient, and pretty easy way to make demon claws. And all you need is a regular piece of paper. You take your piece of paper, look at it portrait-wise, take your right end and fold all the way across. And then you crease. And then we're getting to a series of triangles, I'd say. So then you take your left side that you've made your point, connecting it with this crease here. So this is the triangle we want to get to, but we also don't want to waste paper. Fold it up here, and tuck it up. There's your base shape. But now that we're at the triangle, all we do is take our point again, fold it at the point right down the middle to make the shape of your claw. But it's not really, you can't really stick your finger in. It's not actually a claw yet, but it's starting to take its shape. What you do here is just fold over all the excess paper, and it only really takes 2 folds. So 1, 2. And here's your shape, almost there, but you're gonna have this little extra flap. All you gotta do is tuck it in there, kind of make sure it's nice and tight, fold it, And all that did was make a nice little pocket for your finger. So you just open this up, make it take its shape, and bam, you got a nice monster claw with that kind of that scary looking knuckle, kind of similar to a ring wraith in Lord of the Rings or something like that.
Hey, do you know who the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, his favorite YouTube channel is the Nerd Writer channel? One of my favorites as well. In fact, my favorite video that he's put out is the one talking about Helm's Deep from the Two Towers. It's an awesome video, really kind of analyzing and deconstructing just how it is as a scene and how that's just great storytelling in general. I recommend you check that out at the end of this video.
A 39-minute sequence, it has to carry the dramatic weight, the ups and downs of a mini movie within a movie to hold our attention. Intelligibility is really important for a giant set piece like this. Not only do you want the audience to be able to see what's happening, you want them to have a sense of how the fighting is developing for each side.